What's going on? How you doing? My name's David the Crook, and today I got a video on how to mix Bravo the Bagchaser type vocals. But before we get to the video, I want to remind you to subscribe and drop a like. I have a song here. It is called Twice by the official Izzy featuring R Soul. The song goes hard. It's like the West Coast vibe with a little darker feel to the song, but I mean, it's part of the beat. But other than that, I love West Coast music. West Coast music is probably the best music, and it's pretty much all I really listen to if I hear music. But I'm gonna play the song and then we're gonna get into
Sprite, do the dash like we just hit a heist. Like my goal with some ice, I be texting for the price. If you need to let me know, I'm hopping right up on the mic. Someone told me he a rat, I don't really hang with mice. Made him think he was my bro, I had to do him dirty twice. Put your money where your mouth is, and you better pay the price. My advice is you better get precise, cause that toolie only got you when they plotting on your life. See,
a bike, ayy. Need to watch out cause I'm quick when I strike, ayy. Ask lil' shorty, yeah, you know she want that python. Also icon, I cannot stop this grind on my nights long. Me and Izzy both out the 9, we some top dogs. And they aiming for your spine if it pops off.
That's a song right there. That's Izzy's verse, and then that's part of Renzo's verse. The song will be down below in the description so you can check out the full song. Like I said, this is that West Coast feel, that Bay Area, that music that just goes hard and you just bobbing your head and you're just like, ugh, so it was hard. But other than that, I'm gonna take off all the plugins just because we will be starting from scratch. I like building my vocal chains from nothing. Like I said, I ended up taking off all the plugins just because we will be starting from scratch. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I always start off my vocals with the same 4 plugins just because these are the foundational plugins that I use to build up my vocal chain. Just because once you have like that foundation, that's when you just start tweaking stuff depending on what style of song you want. But other than that, first plugin I always use is WA Production Outlaw. This is a vocal automation. If you don't want this, and you could use Waves Vocal Writer, and pretty sure there's others out there, or you could specifically go in and start automating it by yourself, but it takes too much time, takes too much work. I mean, you have more control over it, but bro, anyone trying to spend like a whole hour trying to automate the whole verse and then the hook, it takes too much time. I grab 50% of the signal with this plugin and then it automates it, and then the other 50% is the raw dynamic vocals. So grabbing the 50% gives it this nice blend. It makes the vocals louder too, just because it is bringing up the volume in certain cases and then bring it down. It just depends on the performance of the song. For example, if he gets too close to the mic and he says something a little bit too loud, this plugin will bring it down just a little bit. Or if he step back and he says something, it brings it up just a little bit. I'll play it and then I'll turn it off and on the plugin so you can really hear it.
if you bout it, you should let me know, son. As my buddy, we'll blow some. Pull up to the light, I'ma spray it like a shaking up Sprite. Do the dash like we just hit a heist. Like my goal with some ice, I be texting for the price. If you need.
So like when he said I'll be something, I'll be taxing for the price. When he said price, it brings it up and automates the vocal so everything stays consistent throughout. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is use RVox. Now if you're using the Waves Gold bundle, you could use Resonance AXX, pretty much same thing as RVox, except the other one was made for guitars. But if you don't want to buy this one, use that one. That one's cool too. Now with this Bravo the Bagchaser type vocals, we are going to be using a little bit more heavy compression than we would, and we're going to be boosting up the high end a little bit more than other typical rap songs, and we're just going to clean out the low end because we want some smooth vocals. And there's just little tweaks here and there that's going to give us that feeling that Bravo the Bagchaser gives us when you hear your music, and it just sounds hard, honestly.
If you bout it, you should let me know, son. As my buddy, we'll blow some. Pull up to the light, I'ma spray it like a shaking up Sprite. Do the dash.
So like when he said Sprite, it just Sprite and then compressed it a little bit more, and then it just evens out the vocals a bit more using RVox. It's like one of those secret, it's not really a secret, everybody knows it makes your vocals sound good. But other than that, the plugin sounds hard. Now next thing I'm gonna do is add the SSLE channel strip. The cool thing about this is you could do everything. You do all your EQing and compressing in one plugin. Turn the analog on, gives this dope SSL feel to it. Now I'm gonna be taking out a lot more of the low end than I usually do. Usually I take out about 120, 130, but for here I'll probably take out a little bit more. Now all I did was cut out about 145 on the ratio. I did 2:1 ratio, did a little slower release, and then I boosted up 16K, about 6.5 dBs, boosted up some of that 6K to bring out more of that presence, more of that crispiness out the vocals. I did a cut at around 500 Hertz. I use the Rode NT1, and I've had that mic for like a long time, so already know how it sounds. I already know what frequencies to boost and which ones to cut. So honestly, it just depends on the mic you use. If I ever buy another mic, I'm gonna have to start EQing different, and I'll be pretty cool. Honestly, it just depends. Now from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a Pultec EQ to do a little bit more boosting on the higher frequency as well as lower frequencies. Now if you don't have the Waves Pultec EQ and you're using Logic Pro X, you can just go to Vintage, go to TubeEQ, and just use this upper part here. It's gonna be same thing as this. And if you don't have Logic Pro X and you're using like FL Studio or something like that, you go to Acoustica, just look up acoustica.com or look up Acoustica Titanium Bastard, and this is a Pultec. This one is free, and same thing, all we're going to be doing is boosting around 100 hertz. Now that one doesn't have high boost, but I mean, you just use a regular EQ to boost up to 12K. So I'm gonna boost up 100 hertz, and then I'm gonna boost up to 12K. Give it, the 100 hertz is gonna beef up the vocals, make them fuller, and then the 12K is gonna give it that crispiness.
If you bout it, you should let me know, son. Ask my buddy, we'll blow some. Pull up to the light, I'ma spray it like a shaking up Sprite. Do the dash like we just hit a heist. Like my goal with some ice, I be texting for the price. If you need it, let me know, I'm hopping right.
Boosting up at around 100 hertz, I boosted up 2.5 dBs. Now you want to be careful when you boost up 100 hertz, just because if you boost up too much, you will start introducing mud to the vocals, and you don't want muddiness in your vocals, just because you don't want that, because it'll make your vocals sound nasty in the long run. So we're going to do that. Now from here, what I'm going to do is I am going to add the regular stock Logic Pro X compressor, just because these sound amazing. I love how these sound. I think I might use a studio, but I'm gonna try these 4 just because those 4 are the compressors I always use. Put this on, put the auto gain on off, distortion on soft. And putting distortion on soft, man, it just adds like this dope feeling to the vocals. I'll turn it on and I'll turn it off so you can really hear it. You just want to turn the distortion on soft, especially on vocals. It'll make a huge difference to the vocals. Look,
if you bout it, you should let me know, son.
This is
Ask
off.
my buddy, we'll blow some. Pull up to the light, I'ma spray it like a shaking up Sprite. Do the dash like we just hit a heist. Like my goal with some ice, I be texting for the price. If you need it, let me know, I'm hopping right up on the mic. Someone told me he a rat, I don't really hang with mice. Made him think he was my bro, I had to do him dirty twice. Put your money where your mouth is.
That sounds cool right there. I put the auto gain off, attacking the release on auto. It's not that important to me as of right now on how the attack and the release is. Other than that, honestly, we could leave the vocals like this and then add like isotope vocal doubler. So I'm gonna add this vocal doubler, that way you don't have to like copy and paste the vocals. It just does it automatic, and then you're just gonna blend in the vocals. Now Bravo, the Bagchaser vocals, it has that doubler, but it's not that noticeable unless you really pay attention. It just gives it this sound that there is 2 vocals, which there probably is. But instead of having multiple recordings, we're just going to use this. This plugin is free. It is by Isotope, so go download it, especially because if you're going to go with this style of music, this West Coast, Bay Area, where you hear multiple layers of vocals, you might as well save the time and just do this.
If you bout it, you should let me know, son. Ask my buddy, we'll blow some. Pull up to the light, I'ma spray it like a shaking up Sprite. Do the dash like we just hit a heist. Like my goal with some ice, I be texting for the price. If you need it, let me know, I'm hopping right up on the mic. Someone told me he a rat, I don't really hang with mice. Made him think he was my bro, I had to do him dirty twice. Put your money where your mouth is, and you better pay the price. My advice is you better get precise, cause that toolie only got you when they plot.
That sounds cool right there. Honestly, just play with the separation, the variation, and then just blend it in. It just depends on how much and how noticeable you want it. But other than that, that sounds cool. I'm going to add a de-esser just to de-ess the vocals, because trust me, you want to de-ess the vocals. You don't want those S's to be hurting your ear, because eventually, halfway through your song, you'll be like, damn, why the hell do my ears hurt? And no one wants a song that has a lot of S's and just, you know, messes up the song. I'm gonna put Look Ahead. This is Siblings by Waves. If you don't have this, just use regular de-esser.
If you bout it, you should let me know, son. Ask my buddy, we'll blow some. Pull up to the light, I'ma spray it like a shaking up Sprite. Do the dash like we just hit a heist. Like my goal with some ice, I be texting for the price. If you need it, let me know, I'm hopping right up on the mic.
That sounds cool right there. I'm not gonna use any auto-tune, and honestly, I could just leave the vocals like this. The vocals sound cool. The last final thing I'm gonna be adding is some little radiator and some reverb. I'm not even adding delay, if I'm being completely honest. I didn't add any delay to the vocals. I just added reverb just because that vocal doubler mixed with the reverb is going to give it that effect of delay. And honestly, I'm not looking for that delay when he says something sprite, and then in the back you hear sprite, like 1/8 delay. I kind of don't want that. I don't know, maybe you could add it and it'll sound cool for your song, and just try it out. If it works for your song, then keep it on. For this song, I didn't even try to add it, so I don't know if it would work. But other than that, I'm gonna use little radiator. This is a preamp. What this is gonna do is gonna make the vocals fuller. It's gonna add some more saturation, some harmonics onto the vocals, making it feel fuller. And then it adds like a dope color to it because it's like a 1960s preamp kind of thing. And this is by Soundtoys. If you don't have this, saturation knob by Soft Tubes, same thing. If not, go to distortion, and any DAW is going to have some sort of distortion or overdrive. So just find out what works best for your vocals. Now I'm going to add it in. I'm going to overdo it so you can really hear what it does, and then I'm just going to bring it back and blending it in.
If you bout it, you should let me know, son. Ask my buddy, we'll blow some. Pull up to the light, I'ma spray it like a shaking up Sprite. Do the dash like we just hit a heist, like my goal with some.
And then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the reverb. And usually for this Bravo the Bagchaser, you want that short reverb. You don't want something like Roddy Ricch, or you don't want that Young Thug reverb. You want something small, something contained, something that's right in your face reverb. And you just got to find the reverb that works best for the song. Other than that, I use Waves 1 knob. I put it all the way up, and then I use Acorn Digital. This plugin's free. I got this one on Plugin Boutique. Just go to Reverbs and things under the free. Sounds cool. It has like a plate, room, hall, luscious hall. I was gonna use this one at first, but it gives it a little bit too much of that delay, that reverb feel to it, so I just used the hall and then just blend it in. You just want some reverb that right in your face, that slap reverb, something small. I'm gonna add the reverb. I'm gonna overdo it, and then I'm gonna blend it in. All I added was the EQ to it, cut out some of that lows, boosted up some of that upper frequencies just to take more of that reverb out the way.
If you bout it, you should let me know, son. Ask my buddy, we'll blow some. Pull up to the light, I'ma spray it like a shaking up Sprite. Do the dash like we just hit a heist, like my goal with some ice. I be texting for the price. If you need it, let me know. I'm hopping right up on the mic. Someone told me he a rat. I don't really hang with mice. Made him think he was my bro. I had to do him dirty twice. Put your money where your mouth is, and you better pay the price. My advice is you.
These two reverbs, they worked so good together for this song, and I think that's what made the song, because the first reverb, this one, it gives it that dope.
If you bout it, you should let me know, son.
It gives it that a little bit of that delay, the decay time, so it gives it a nice feeling. And then this one gives it that reverb feel to it.
If you bout it, you should let me know, son. Ask my buddy, we'll blow some. Pull up to the light.
These two reverbs work well together. This one's free and this one is by Waves. But other than that, that's pretty much it. That's how you mix Bravo the Bagchaser vocals. Now, I could do more to it. Like, I could do a little bit more EQing. Now, the full song will be down below in the description, so you can check out the full song. For the full song, I did do a little bit more, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. So go check out the full song down below in the description. And I want to remind you to subscribe and drop a like. Now, if you want your song mixed and mastered by me, feel free to hit me up on my Instagram or down below. There'll be a link to my website, so you can check out my website. I also have beats down there. So if you want some beats, check out my website. You could download them for free. Other than that, I hope you have a good day, and I hope to see you in the next video. My name is David the Crook. Peace.